Stop being the good girl and start living for you. It's an art to learn how to say no without guilt. If you're feeling stuck, unfulfilled, or exhausted, what if being nice is the reason behind it and nobody ever told you? Saying yes can actually sabotage your happiness, and it keeps you leading a life where you're constantly exhausted. Today I want to talk about the hidden cost of being a good girl and how to reclaim the power of saying no to lead a more joyful and fulfilling life. You'll learn how to stop people-pleasing without feeling guilty, and this could be the most liberating thing you've ever done for yourself. But before we dive in, let me share something that you can start doing right away. Next time somebody asks you for something that you're not ready to commit yet, say this: "Let me check my schedule and get back to you." This buys you time, puts you back in control, and also avoids this automatic yes commitment popping out. It's simple, respectful, and powerful. Try it out. Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Rose, Recharge, and Thrive. This channel focuses on topics for women over 40 around the motto, living from the inside out. So what is actually this good girl mindset? Many of us were raised to be good girls, polite and helpful and fully agreeable. And of course, it felt good to be liked, needed, and appreciated. But here is the problem. That kind of conditioning can trap us in a life where we're putting everyone else first, leaving ourselves burned out, stressed, and empty. And I've experienced that firsthand. Suffering a burnout 4 years ago, that was exactly my pattern. It's important to understand that being a good girl is not a compliment. It's a survival tactic. And it's something that we've outgrown. Our brains are wired to seek social acceptance. But over time, this can create self-neglect and emotional exhaustion. According to Dr. Harriet Breaker, author of The Disease to Please, chronic people-pleasing can result out of a fear of being rejected that leads to seeking for external validation. So why do we feel guilty when saying no? It's not just about politeness. Saying no often feels like we're rejecting others and ourselves. We're afraid of losing the connection, being judged, or looking selfish. But here's a way to reframe. Saying no to others is often a way to say yes to yourself. And to be honest, if you're a people pleaser, you'll probably often overestimate of how others will react to yourself saying no. In reality, it's easier to understand somebody that sets boundaries. And many times others will respect this with honesty, as it also helps them, it gives them clarity. One way to handle it is to reframe guilt that we feel when we say no to self-respect. The no is not negative. It's a boundary, a filter, a sign of self-respect. Every time we say no, we say yes to what truly matters. I want to play with a couple of mind shifts now. Good girls avoid conflicts. Empowered women set standards. Saying no isn't selfish. It's essential self-care. Approval is overrated. Inner peace is priceless. The assertiveness training developed by Dr. Albert Ellis teaches that setting boundaries improves mental health by reducing anxiety and increasing self-esteem. So how to say no without feeling like a villain? Or how to say no like a pro? A gentle way of saying no is, "I can't commit to that right now, but thank you so much for thinking of me." A firm way of setting a boundary. "I won't be able to help you this time. I hope you find somebody who can." Or the no explanation needed. No, that doesn't work for me. Communicating in a different way needs some practice. Everything that we learn, before we can really do it automatically, our brain needs to build new neurological pathways. So I encourage you to play with these responses next time you're asked to do something that you don't want to do. I honestly believe if we let go of the good girl, we become the best version of ourselves. It's time to rewrite our story. We are not here to please everybody. You're here to live your life boldly, authentically, and with joy. Saying no doesn't make you bad, it makes you real. And then I want to share one more method. The most powerful way to say no is delaying your response. Let me think about that. I'll get back to you. This will enable you the time to actually really think about it, whether you want to commit or not. It also shows that you value your time and will not be rushed into decisions. Use this when somebody catches you off guard or you really feel pressured. And having dealt with anxiety myself, I can really recommend just keeping that pause, not responding immediately as it is this natural pleasing urge. Just to pause and think first. What is it that you really want? So now it's your turn to practice. Which of the phrases that I shared do you want to practice next week? Please comment below. And if there is another amazing woman out there where you think she needs to hear this, please share this video. It's time to reclaim our power. Remember, you are worthy of your time and your own control. Thanks so much for spending your time with me, and see you soon.